But like, you literally flew me, uprooted me from New York City where I was living and brought me here for this bullshit. Like, that's crazy, you guys. Like, these men really be taking advantage. And I took it, you know what's crazy is they always say, like, we're so stupid for love, and I thought it was like a mistake. But like, I know other women he's put his hands on. And today, it's okay. We're about to go back to the house that we live in together with my daughter, and we're gonna see what really goes down, because this is absolutely crazy and a new low even for him.
I can't believe that women with kids want to be treated like women without kids. It's like, bitch, you are damaged goods. That is an open box policy at Best Buy. That shit is always a discount. What the fuck? Like, how dare you have me treat you like a regular woman?
Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of Afro Running Man, aka Dr. BOA. Yep, I got time today. I've said some things about certain situations that I've been absolutely spot on with. But there have been a few that I've been wrong about. And on this Mother's Day, I realized one that I had been wrong about. And I must admit my misstep and what I misspoke on. The subject at hand is Lil Wayne and the fact that he wifed up a non-black woman because he was tired of the runaround he was getting from black women. And I'll admit I was wrong. But let's take a look at what I said before.
Lil Wayne recently married the plus size model chick that he's been dealing with. And there's this huge uproar. Guys are dissing him, talking about, man, yeah, man, Wayne got a big girl. Wayne is rich, well respected in his craft, very successful, business owner, boss to Drake and Nicki. The man has accomplished everything he's wanted to accomplish in his life. And now at this point, he's finally realized as a man that you got to have a woman around you who loves on you, man. You got to have a woman who feels like you're God's gift. You got to have a woman around you who feels like you're the best thing since sliced bread. I'm talking about they can even make sandwiches before you. As a man, you have to have the strength and intestinal fortitude to be who you want to be with who you want to be with. If she earns your presence in her life, give it to her. That's your choice.
Tell us the truth! Now, lo and behold, it has come to my attention that he dealing with the same shit that he would have dealt with a black woman. Let's listen to this clip of her talking about what Wayne did and how she's going to respond. And we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip. And I'll give you guys some insight on how to avoid this.
It's not just the emotional abuse. Like, this man has actually laid on me. Like, okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and I am just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes, but this man has his assistants and people coming to help kick us out today. Like, and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And
like,
my birthday's next
what?
weekend.
And her birthday's next weekend, and I leave to New York this week for all the Sports Illustrated press. Like, when I tell you that I am absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, like, if y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send them, because, you know? So, yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him till the end of the... But, like, you literally flew me, uprooted me from New York City where I was living, and brought me here for this bullshit. Like, that's crazy, you guys. Like, these men really be taking advantage. And I took it, you know what's crazy is they always say, like, we're so stupid for love, and I thought it was like a mistake. But, like, I know other women he's put his hands on. And today, it's okay. We're about to go back to the house that we live in together with my daughter, And we're going to see what really goes down, because this is absolutely crazy and a new low even for him.
But this time it's worse because she's a non-black woman. And when you put her on one side of the courtroom and you put the black hood, tattooed up, dreadlocked up Lil Wayne on the other side, it's probably not going to go well for him. But this woman has claimed that on Mother's Day, Wayne put her and her daughter out. Now, I have no idea if her daughter is Wayne's daughters. I don't know, but I know the little girl is mixed with her and a black man. So we already know what kind of woman we're dealing with. We're not dealing with the cream. We're not dealing with the cream de la cream of a non-black woman. We're dealing with the type that me and her race probably don't even want. But that's neither here nor there. The thing she's saying is now all of a sudden she wants to talk about Wayne putting hands on her. Also, Wayne putting hands on other women. Now, it's ironic to me that before she got put out on Mother's Day, she didn't say anything about this. But it's not unbelievable. And I know some of you are going to say, why didn't she say something before? Because she was still had access to the good life before. A woman's not going to lose the good life to talk about some shit that a man does.
You don't think that the woman chooses the guy?
No, Jacqueline, let me say what you do. You choose, but it's not a choose like we choose. You choose. It's almost an unsatisfying feeling, your choice, because you have to choose as if you're scratching a lottery ticket, meaning you survey the land and go, he's nice, and your skill, this is what I mean, your skill is to stand there and go, I'll get his attention so that he comes over with his skills. Because you have no skill to get a man. Your skill is your beauty. You don't know how to get a dude. You don't know how to talk your way into nothing. You don't know how to talk your way into happiness. You never had to move and shake and talk and figure shit out and get rejected on a regular basis. That's not your existence. So of course not, you don't choose a guy. A guy chooses you and you choose to go,
I actually did.
But the very moment that good life is threatened, all the things she knows come to the forefront. Now, will a woman embellish some of those things and add some falsifications of the facts to it? Yes. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's rare that a woman just makes up things out of thin blue air. She probably is going to expose some things that Wayne would rather have behind closed doors. And this is the problem with American women of all races. Now, here's the thing that I want you men to understand. American women aren't bad because they're bad. They're bad because they're American.
Women have no idea where they stand in relation to men. Women can't see themselves. You can't see that your value goes down dramatically as you compete with other women to give up all your value. You actually knock your value down, right? And then when you get in these relationships, you become a headache in these relationships because the ego is so big. You think you're the prettiest person in the world, and then you got the nastiest attitudes and you're selfish. And then the men, even if they wanted to play this monogamy game, women make it hard for men to even be monogamous. You make it hard for a man to not want to look at another woman, because at the end of the day, a man's natural habit is to look at other women, is to pursue multiple women. If he gonna play the monogamous game, ma'am, you got to give a very good reason why he wouldn't look at another woman, because his natural instinct is to. Women give men a million reasons to look elsewhere with their attitudes.
Anytime you try to put a woman in a traditional relationship and she was born and raised in America, even if she wasn't born in America, if she's been here long enough to be influenced by American women in this society to the point she wants to be an American woman and live like an American woman, she is not worth the position you're putting her in. So it doesn't matter if she's black. It doesn't matter if she's white. It doesn't matter if she's Hispanic. If she's Americanized, she is not going to fit into that position in your life, because that is a traditional position. Before America, marriage, the position of husband and wife were established. Well, let me say again. Let me rephrase that. Before Europeans invaded America and claimed it as their own, falsely I might add, marriage was already established. The hierarchy of the household was already established. God, man, woman, children. It was already established. But in this society, women have the freedom to say, no, it's woman, man, children, God, or it's woman, children, man, God, or there's no God at all, or forget the man. It'll just be in the kids. You cannot make something work with an Americanized woman because America tells a woman that she has rights that in the rest of the world, her ass just wouldn't have. So even if you get a woman from another culture, you don't want to bring her to America. You want to keep her in her culture that is patriarchal. As a man, there's nothing wrong with wanting to live in a patriarchal society. There's something wrong with you being okay with living in a matriarchal society or a makeshift matriarchal society like the one we live in now. This isn't a true matriarchal society. It is a patriarchal society that caters to women to give them the little trinkets they want because the people at the top aren't affected by it. But the closer you get to the bottom, the more you're affected by the foolishness of modern Americanized women and these ideals they have about themselves. Broke women want to be in relationships and don't want to contribute nothing. A woman who has money is ready to come into a relationship and let a man just take over all the finances. Hey, baby, I just put my money in this account. You take care of all that. I'm sick of it. A woman who ain't never had nothing, she wants to feel that power. So a woman who thinks she can handle that power, who thinks she can handle that position, who thinks she can be with the man of means, she's going to go into it thinking that she can overcome it, and she's not going to acquiesce to your demands. She's not going to be willing to, what we call it, compromise or even collaborate, or she's not going to do any of that. She's going to go in full speed ahead because she thinks she can. But women who have done it for years don't want to do it anymore. And that's where we are in this society. So you have a man like Wayne who put Toya in that position. Didn't work out. Now he puts a non-black woman in that position. Didn't work out. Because in American society, as an independent individual man who is building a legacy, who is building a kingdom, a woman doesn't want to be the queen in your kingdom. She wants to come and make your kingdom her kingdom so it can be a queendom, and then you just be the secondary citizen in your own kingdom that she has now transferred and transformed into her queendom. That is why they go to divorce and try to take everything you got. Why? Because they want what you have. When you meet a woman and she wants you to pay her bills, she knows she can't start off saying, well, I want everything you got, but she wants what you have. She meets you with the intent of having bills paid. An Americanized woman, that is. And what I am telling you is the difference between an Americanized woman and women of other cultures is that women of other cultures understand the importance of sticking with the men of their own nationality, of their own culture, of their own race. So if you have a Hispanic woman who dates black men, she's an outcast to the Hispanic society, the Hispanic nationality. If you find an Asian woman who only dates black men, she's an outcast in Asian society, in the Asian community. If you find a Russian woman who only dates black men, she's an outcast. Or an Asian woman who only dates Hispanic men, she's an outcast. We were all made to look the way we do so we could all replenish our own race, our own nationality, our own community. So this woman, unbeknownst to Wayne, is kind of like a non-black black woman. To her own nationality, she's an outcast. So she's nothing to have. If you're going to get her, you might as well just have a black woman, dog. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to always have a black woman. I may have to scour the world to find one, but you're going to always see a black woman and some black babies in my household. That's what it's always going to be. It ain't going to never be nothing else. There is not a snowball chance in Hades that it's going to be something else. I'm telling you. Never. But for you men that don't think the way I think, man, you should understand what quality really means. And the problem with quality is you're not going to get quality as a black man outside of the black community or the black race. You're not going to get it. Because a quality Asian woman is only going to date an Asian man, only going to marry an Asian man, only going to have Asian children. A quality Hispanic woman is only going to marry a Hispanic man, have Hispanic children. A quality Moroccan woman is only going to marry a Moroccan man that's all it's going to be, dog. That's what it's going to be. Now, there are some cultures that are black cultures all over society that will intermingle with other black cultures. Now, you may be able to go to Bermuda and find a black woman. You may be able to go to Kenya. You may be able to go to Nigeria. You may be able to go to Ghana, but those are African cultures. Those cultures have always been black. They're black cultures. You're not going to go to any of these other cultures and get a high quality woman who's willing to date outside of her own race, dog. It just doesn't happen. Those women are raised to understand that national pride is the greatest thing that they could support. So you're not going to win just because you get a non-black woman in America. You're going to lose. Look at what Shannon Sharpe is going through. He's losing. I bet he's dealt with some black women before, but he's losing. Look at what Wayne is dealing with right now. He's losing. Look at the one thing that got Diddy jammed up. It was with Cassie. He's losing. All the way back to OJ, he lost. This is what happens all the time, man. Y'all guys have got to start understanding that America is America. And the majority of women in America, the majority, are Americanized. Not all of them want you for your money because some of them come from money. A woman who come from money might not want you for your money because money ain't no big deal to her. But she's still Americanized. Because she probably going to be out somewhere drinking, getting drunk, at a club, dancing, probably got a roster of men and all of that. Man, America is what it is. And the people who are easily influenced in America, the most easily influenced in America, as a matter of fact, are the women. Because they all want more than they have. They all want more than they deserve. They all want more than they earn. So if you can convince her, hey, you can have whatever you want to have. You ain't got to do no work for it. She's going to go live that fantasy. If you can convince her, it don't matter if you're 300 pounds, you deserve a man with a six-pack. She's going to be looking for a man with a six-pack and be cocky and confident with him. If she has no money, no career, no nothing, no way to make no money, then she still deserves a six-figure man that's going to pay all of her bills. And so that's what she's doing. And then when she meet the six-figure man who could possibly pay all her bills, she feel like she shouldn't have to earn it. Lil Wayne right now is about to be another example of how you cannot put an Americanized woman in an important position in your life. You can't give her access like that. Now, y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all want me to give y'all a full breakdown on the top 20 things that make a woman Americanized, and there are no exceptions. Y'all comment down below and let me know. All right, I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace. Next.